You just got told by the doctor that you only have 5 months to live due to an incurable disease. What do you resort to? Do you live every day for the next 5 months to the fullest, or do you cut it short and end suffering sooner? This is otherwise known as euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide. Today, I'm going to talk about euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide and how the government can use this as a cheap alternative to save money and put a halt on research funding to find cures and treatments for incurable diseases. Since starting this persuasive speech, I have researched quite a bit about euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide to have a good understanding about my topic. Euthanasia is the act or practice of killing or permitting the death of hopelessly ill and injured individuals with a relatively painless way for reasons of mercy. Euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide can not only affect patients' loved ones, but it also puts a halt on research funding. If euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide is legalized, society will have no motive in finding a cure. Society will believe it's easier and saves a lot more money to shorten their life than to wait and find a cure, or to suffer from whatever condition they have. On an independent news article, there was a young woman in her 20s that suffered sexual abuse from the ages of 5 to 15. Because of this, she suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, otherwise known as PTSD. Doctors continuously tried to improve her mental state, and they soon believed her condition was incurable and decided to grant her wish to end her life. Euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide can also save the government millions of dollars. Reason being is that the government would not have to pay so much for prescriptions, treatment, and or any medical care. In Canada, euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide became legal in June of 2016. Because of this, a study of the University of Calgary reported that Canada could save up to $139 million on medical care costs. Instead of legalizing euthanasia, a cheap alternative for saving money, society can keep euthanasia illegal. Euthanasia and assisted suicide shortens the lives of loved ones and eventually leads in never finding treatments or even a cure for diseases. Society might make you believe that research funding is just organizations trying to suck up society's money, but in reality, supporting organizations makes a huge difference even if you are just spreading awareness. Alzheimer's disease and dementia gets funded to provide those with the disease with resources and better care for those who can't afford it. The Breast Cancer Research Foundation is continuously getting funded to find a cure for breast cancer. Another disease that was funded was Lou Gehrig's disease. Millions of dollars were raised because of the ALS Bucket Challenge. Because of this, it led to the discovery of a gene that triggered the onset of the disease. Research funding is not a waste of time or money. It can lead to find a cure. Even if it does not lead to find a cure, it helps people who can't afford treatment get the treatment they need. These are the benefits of keeping euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide illegal. If euthanasia gets legalized, it will just put a halt on research funding. It also is just a cheap alternative to save money. Helping research funding by donating to associations or getting involved in movements like the ALS Bucket Challenge can lead to a cure, or treatments for those who can't afford it. Think of it as you can be the reason society finds a cure or a treatment for diseases.